The grid of light. Beloved one, as we spoke last time, there is a grid of light upon the surface of our Holy Mother, the Earth. You are individual points of light forming a grid, joined by many others of like mind. You have come to a place of a great shift of change, a place where collective consciousness is thinking, questioning, and experiencing that which makes for great change. You are reliving a most important time, a time which is known, pre-recorded time, and yet remembered, of Atlantis. You are here for a purpose because you were there, as we speak of a time long ago, and yet it was not, because all time is now. It comes back as memory. You were there. You made decisions, and you have come now to remake decisions, and to see that which was done in holiness, to have holy vision of that which was done, and to see that the present is also being outpictured from a consciousness which is truly holy, even though the results, the effects, according to separated ego, could look to be disastrous. You have come, masters that you are one more time to look upon possibility. We have spoken over the years of the wonderful advancements of your technology, the advancements that bring you into communion very quickly with ones at great distance, as you measure distance across the face of the earth, where instantly you can be in the chat room with a friend in another country far removed from where you see your physical being to be. We have spoken of how your technology is bringing you great possibilities, and also the probabilities and the responsibilities which go with the technology. You have come to this time to review that which you have chosen in other lifetimes. There is light within our Holy Mother the Earth. There is intelligence, and there is what you would see to be conscious experience of life within the planet itself. There is light within, and there is light upon, as you know yourself to be a point of light. There is also a grid of light above, surrounding our Holy Mother the Earth. It is a grid of light from what you would see to be ascended masters, ones who are not incarnate, but are very much joined with you in intelligence and in consciousness. The grid of light you are connected to, within the earth and the grid above, is a grid of light which you established in what you would judge now to be eons of time ago, and yet it is as the twinkling of an eye in all of time. You established an energy grid, a light grid, in order to be able to call upon that energy at times of great change. It can be likened unto when you put the certain metal pieces into your electric wall socket and you connect with the energy there to run some of your technology. This is a time when consciously you can connect with the grid of light above and blow you to feel yourself energized beyond that which the world understands. When you look at your heavens in the daytime, there is great light. You can see the lights of the masters. You call it the sunlight, and it is, but it is also the light of divine intelligence. In your nighttime, when you look upon the heavens, even if you are a city dweller, and you cannot see perhaps all the heavenly lights which one who lives in a more isolated region can see, you can see points of light shimmering, beckoning to you, asking you to remember who you are and who they are, and what your connection is all these points of light. For as the extension of the one Creator, you have created those lights. I speak here of what you call your stars and your constellation of stars, and I speak here also of your oneness with all the divine intelligence of light, which fills in all the seemingly dark between the points of light. Allow yourself to connect with the grid of light, which is some of its anchoring within your oceans. There is a grid of light in all of your oceans, submerged as you played with physicality, and as you made great changes on the faith of your Holy Mother the Earth. The grid of light, which was at one time on the peaks of the mountains, has been submerged, through changes, under what you see now to be your oceans. There is intelligence within the oceans. Now you know that to be true because there is a certain belief emerging about the dolphins and the intelligence of such beings. Furthermore, they know themselves to be connected to the light grids which are submerged within the oceans. The land dwellers, such as you find yourself to be, have been more fascinated with what has been on the surface and with the interrelationships of temporal power, kingdoms and rulers who ascend in power and descend, changing. There is also, upon the peaks of your mountains which you see now, a grid of light from all of the elevations. These points of light on the mountains are a magnetic energy, places of invitation for intelligence from what you would call outer space, or other space, perhaps that is a better way to put it, to visit, to connect, to have communion. In other words, the UFOs come, being drawn to the light, to have communion, conversation, exchange of information from time to time, and there is coming into the collective consciousness a willingness to expand to the place where the allowance of such experiences can be accepted. Now always there have been divine intelligence within and between all the physical mass known as the stars and the constellations and the planets. Always there has been divine intelligence which has traveled either as thought or as light or as more physical density from point of light to point of light. The ones living upon the surface, as I have said, have often been focused on the minutiae of daily activity, but there is coming now within the collective consciousness an upliftment, coming to a place where it is lifting itself up to look around, to be willing to entertain the possibility that perhaps it is not alone in the universe. Regarding world events and future events, I say unto you, do not hide away in a cave the consciousness which you are. Allow yourself to know that which is going on, to view it from a different perspective. Connect yourself in consciousness to the grid of light within and around the earth. Make your connection with it consciously. You stand in a most wonderful place right now, and what I remind you is that you are not alone. You are surrounded by light, by divine intelligence, by a grid of energy placed there by the consciousness at the time of the beginning of the creation of physicality, a grid of light which you can consciously connect yourself to, the same as you plug into your wall socket. Allow yourself to say, okay, I'm plugging in. I'm plugging in. I'm plugging in everywhere. Feel the masters, the intelligence of friends, true equals, walking side by side with you, step in step with you, making changes, shifting for the awakening of all human consciousness, which then extends to the place of communion, with all consciousness, not just human, but all consciousness, the point of connection which you have desired to remember lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. The true freedom that you and the forefathers, and you as the forefathers, have desired for all mankind, womankind, living beings. That time is now upon you. So be it.